get the yardage. Sophomore quarterback Scott Schmitz, number 12, will be putting the ball up in the air, and he's got a fullback, Nick Judd, number 44, a junior, that they expect to get some good blocking from. So I would expect to see North come out, if they have any chance at all to make this game close. I think they're going to have to do what Lusinger did last week, and that's open the game up. Maybe come out of a shotgun, maybe work out of a spread. Who knows? Maybe they'll even show us the 1949 single wing tonight, but they're going to have to do something unique.
Getting to the football game with technical difficulties have prevented you from seeing the first couple of minutes, an exciting 2 minutes. The Saxons have made 2 consecutive first downs, and North has the football. Alua Fatula is the quarterback on a keeper. He's ridden down number 55, Brady Faceround, on a tackle, along with Barch, number 6. So while the cameras were off, the Saxons have run, I'd say, four tailback runs and a couple of keepers. They made 2 first downs. Now they have 3rd and 1 down at the 46-yard line of the Panthers. So they perhaps the field camera would have picked up those first runs, so maybe you'll be able to see it after all, but our high overhead camera did not get it. There's the keeper, Alua Fatula, and he's got running room. Finally, Greg Beal, number 1, brings him down at the 30-yard line, and that's the Panther 30-yard line. 1st and 10, that's 3 in a row for the Saxons, and they're out here meaning business.
Joey Alua Fatula running a lot like Damon Gordine, running a lot like a good quarterback on the option. He's making yardage and making North points look pretty good in this early first quarter going.
Panthers haven't encountered anything like this since Lakewood. Yulmin Kim, number 2, and Gordine are the corners. Alua Fatula under center on the eye. He's the keeper, but he's hit from behind. He's going to pick up a yard or 2, maybe 4 yards, down to the 24-yard line. Call it 5-yard game.
North Torrance has not put the ball up in the air yet, but I've been watching these wideouts. And number 6 that time, Brett Sager, was wide open. He made a block. He could have cut the other way, and nobody was covering him. Once they pick up on that, they may decide it's time to go to the air.
The safeties are Craig Hilbig, number 28, and Beal, number 1, on the defense. 2nd and 4 at the 24. Saxons are threatening early in the football game. And they give it to the fullback, and he gets the first down. And that's big number 45, Kevin Sperry, a 6-footer, 190 pounds, made a first down. So they're down at the 18-yard line, 1st and 10. Panthers bring a substitution. Brian Young's in to play one of the defensive ends. And he often stunts on these plays. We'll see what he's in there for.
We saw the Peninsula coaches over there pacing the sidelines, and they have to be a little fatula about what Peninsula is not doing at this early stage.
Alua Fatula pitches. He's hitting the backfield. Finally knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Good penetration by Bartz, number 66. Finally, number 6, Adam Miller, and Greg Beal bring him down. Number 44, Ben Lee, is in there at linebacker along with Walter Sy, number 45. Panthers all season long have started slowly. They've started slowly, and they're starting slowly on defense tonight. 2nd and 10, backs in the eye. They give it to the up back, and he hits a pile in the middle. There's Walter Sy at the bottom of the pile there, and Adam Miller, the linebacker, number 6. So he picks up about another 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 7. And now the Panthers are trying to stick their jaw out. And I see on the sideline, number 8, Paul Rodriguez is over here practicing. He's their field goal kicker. So it's 3rd and 7, and I would think that if they can't get the first down, Torrance may go for the field goal.
Well, we remember Paul Rodriguez from last year. He's got an excellent foot.
You got a 5-man line on the defense. That's a keeper for Alua Fatula, and he made about a yard. He's going to have 3rd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
It's a very conservative approach from North, but you certainly cannot fault Bud Kuhn for keeping the ball on the ground and maintaining field position, let his kicker try and put North up by 3 points here in the early going.
And he wants to get 3 points.
That could have a big psychological effect on this team, on both teams.
Field goal of 31 yards.
31-yard field goal. The ball is down and it's up. And what do we have? And it's no good. It's wide left, so the Panthers dodge a bullet. And that's number 86 kicking the field goal, Chris Montola. We thought Rodriguez would be kicking, but he wasn't. So the Panthers take over unscathed, 1st and 10 at the 20.
A little bit of deja vu for the Panthers. We started out last Friday night, you may recall, against Lusinger, where Lusinger came out with an opened-up offense, and they moved the ball pretty well. And we made the same comment about the first quarter problems that Peninsula was having. Lusinger also attempted a field goal early in that game, and they missed it. And it could have been crucial as far as the effect of the team the rest of the game. We'll see what happens here.
So here come the Panthers. The center is number 51, Eric Boyd. The tailback is Rashad Bartholomew, number 34. They give it to Rashad, and he's off left tackle for a little bit of ground, maybe 3-4 yards. The handoff from Gordine. Somebody lost a helmet there. That's a blue helmet belonging to a Saxon.
Bartholomew had his debut last week against Lusinger, at least as a starter, and had a great night. 1 touchdown, 144 yards on 22 carries, so they expect a great deal out of this senior tailback.
The fullback is James Gill, number 42. And they got a blocking back. They got Brady Facer, number 55, in as a blocking back. Back to pass, and he's got a man open. He's got, that's soft hands, ball, Bassano.
He dropped the ball.
And North, he fumbles it, complete at the 30, fumbles it. North takes over at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. You know, the way that passed, the ball to Sano, hauled it in, but he just didn't quite get enough control, took off, tackled, lost the football.
Tough break for Peninsula. It looked like when somebody went in to get the tackle, they might have just knocked the ball out with a fist. The ball popped out awfully hard and awfully fast, but it's a shame because what a beautifully well-thrown ball and a nice catch.
1st and 10 for the Saxons on their own 28-yard line. Amafatio's keeping it. He gets inside and he gets creamed. The creamer was Baldessano, number 10, who just coughed up the fumble. He's a little angry. He's one of the ends, along with Chris Artino, number 12. Beal is a safety. Mike Morris is a safety. The corners are, well, they got Dan Maloney, number 32, in as a corner with Sue Min Kim, number 2, on the near side. Alo Fatuya is the center, is the quarterback. And he is giving it to the fullback. He gets Sperry, number 22, makes a couple of
Jeremy Bart's on the tackle there. A little bit of help from Ben Lee, number 44, the middle linebacker.
So it's 3rd and 4. Big down for Torrance North. They'd like to keep the ball and get down at the other end. They got down to the 14-yard line, tried a field goal. It was not good. 3:12 remaining in the first quarter. Wide left comes Scott Durlack, number 11. David Morris is the deep back on the offense. Amo Fatuya's back to pass, being chased. He's got room. He gets close to the first down marker, but given chase was Gordine, number 3, along with Greg Beal, number 1. So let's see where they mark it.
40-yard line will be
First and 10 for the Saxons. And that's their 4th. Panthers haven't had a first down yet. We noticed the absence of big number 81, Scott Huber, the Anvil. He's being replaced by Jackson. I don't know whether he's injured or just getting a break. They give it to the fullback. It looks like there might be a fumble. I guess not. Just knocked for a loss.
Well, it looked like the middle part of that defensive line and Artino just shot through there very, very quickly, and they were tackling the ball carrier as he got the ball.
Parts, number 66, was in on the tackle. Chris Artino, number 12, playing the defensive end. 5-2 defense for the Panthers. I formation for the Saxons. Alofatia, the quarterback. Back to pass. It's knocked down at the line. No, I thought it was knocked down at the line of scrimmage, but it's complete to number 11, Andy Durlock. Finally got it to him over here for a pickup of about 6 yards. Up to the, close to the 50. It's going to be the 46-yard line. 3rd and 4. Another big down here, Bob, for the Saxons. They want to get another first down if they can.
Well, they're certainly not in anything near field goal range, so if they don't make it, they'll have to punt and turn the ball over. This is a 3rd and 3 situation. We'll see what they can do up the middle.
3rd and 3 at the 46-yard line. Mupatuli keeps it. He didn't get it. He's sacked. There's number 74, Scott Jackson, down on the bottom of the pile, along with 55, Brady Facer. So those two guys, rough and ready Panthers, stop the drive, and I think the Saxons will have to kick it away from their own 47-yard line.
Interesting play call with a quarterback draw in that situation, but he almost made it.
Kevin Sperry, number 45, is back to kick. Gordine, number 3, is back to receive the punt. It's a low snap. Gets it away. Not a very good kick. Hits his own player in the back. I don't believe it was touched by Artino, number 12. It was not, so it's taken over by the Panthers. 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line.
Well, 52 seconds left in this first quarter, though, and we've seen some mistakes. That's a punt that Hodges certainly isn't going to be happy with. And Peninsula has made their mistakes early in this game, both defensively allowing a lot of yardage and 5 first downs, and also that fumble after the beautiful pass completion.
The Panthers had the football for 2 plays so far. One a 5-yard rush by Bartholomew, and one the pass that was coughed up. Bartholomew's the deep back. James Gill, number 42, is the fullback. Gordine under center. Pitch to Bartholomew. Across the line of scrimmage. Picks up 6-7 yards. Up close to midfield. 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The clock is running. We'll set that offensive line for the Panthers.
Pickup of 7 on the play. Ball is marked on the 48-yard line of the Saxons, where it'll be 2nd and 3.
Clock is running. 26 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
And there comes the big guy, number 78, in the middle of that defensive line. Matt Rodriguez, 305 pounds, biggest man on the field. He's out there now.
One more play in this quarter. They give it to Rashid Bartholomew. He hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back for about a 7-yard loss.
Bartholomew taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
No, he may have made, yeah, about a 4-yard loss. So as the first quarter comes to an end, the score is 0-0, and the Panthers have the ball. 3rd and 7 near midfield.
Well, I have to say, Lowell, this North Torrance team, at least in the first 12 minutes of the game tonight, does not look like a team that hasn't won in 20 football games. You know, they're 0-19 coming into the game tonight. That means they haven't won since midway through the 1993 season. And as we said, I don't know if this was not recorded when we were having technical difficulties, but they lost a lot of those games by just a touchdown or so, and they look like a very strong team tonight.
Okay, as play is resumed here in the second quarter, Coach Kimbrell has been out with his offense. for the Panthers to try to get something going. Scott McMorris is a wide out to the far side. The tight end to the near side is Baldessano, number 10. Single setback is James Gill. In the slot is Bartholomew. Double wide outs to the right. This is sort of a new formation for the Panthers. It's third and about 8. Ball at the 47-yard line of the Panthers.
North Torrance's got another 300-pounder in there now, 76. Wilfred Lopes, 6'2" and 300 pounds. So they got some big boys on this squad.
Okay, here comes Gourdine. He's trying to get the first down, which he does. And he gets it down to the 41-yard line of the Saxons. Very adroit call, very adroit run on behalf of the quarterback. He just went back to try to pass and then saw he could get the first down, so picked it up. First and 10 with 11:52 remaining in the half.
You know, both these quarterbacks are number 3, and they both are good scramblers. This may be the night of the quarterback scramble.
Full house backfield for the Panthers. Gourdine under center. He keeps it and tries to get his own yards. Picks up nothing. He's hit by that huge number 76, Wilfred Lopes, 300-pounder. And they also have Stephen Judd, number 77, a 300-pounder.
Yeah, Matt Ramirez, 78, was on that tackle, too.
Panthers trying to figure out how to penetrate that line as a 5-man defense. It's the keeper by Gourdine.
That's the way you do it. Run away from him.
Maybe outrunning some people. He's down to the 20-yard line. Pickup of 23 yards. Gourdine on his own. On the option play, he just tucked it in. So they're going to go hurry up offense with 10:56 remaining. Saxon send number 44, Nick Judd, in to try to stop the play. Try to do something. They don't want the Panthers to get on the board first because the Saxons have had the ball for the first quarter. Gourdine running to his right, tries to cut back, gets 5, 7 yards down to the 10, where it's going to be second down and about 3.
Nice run by Gourdine on that short side of the field. He didn't have a lot of room to work with, and he made the cut and came back in and picked up a couple yards rather than going out of bounds.
Bobby Trujillo, number 88, and Baldessano, number 10, are the tight ends. The center is Boyd, number 51. The offensive guards are Huber, 73, and Cameron Norton, number 67. Tackles are Ertz, Laban, 77, and Jackson, 74. And they pitch it to Rashid Bartholomew. He gets to the 10, he gets to the 5, he gets to the end zone. So with 10:31, we saw Bartholomew dance on the sidelines. He had to dance to stay inside, Bob. He scored 6-0.
Well, there it is again, the mold of the Peninsula tailback over the last few years is to get outside. And they've got big people on the interior line defensively. Peninsula's going to have to go around them.
Panthers are set up to try for a 2-point extra point. I think they're going to try the 2-point. Yeah, they give it straight to pitch. And he got in. Wow. That was a snap from Youngs to the holder, number 11, Garrett Smith.
Yeah.
Garrett tried to go to the end zone. He couldn't make it. He pitched to Scott McMorris, the kicker. Scott cut back, barely made the goal line, made 2 points for the 2-point conversion. The score with 10:32 remaining in the half, 8-0. Panthers take the first lead. And for the Panthers, the kickoff team is on the field, and it's might just set that for you. It's number 1, Greg Beal, number 5, McMorris is the kicker, number 4, Brad Durbin, number 6, Miller, Peak, number 25, Dan Maloney, number 32, Jim DeRose, number 40, Walter Sy, number 45, Persakina, number 29, Gourdine, number 3, and Bart, number 66. So that's the special team on the field for the Panthers. McMorris, number 5, is kicking. It's a big kick. It's going to go about to the 10-yard line where it's caught by number 6 on the offense.
Brett Seeger.
Bert Seeger, he gets it up to the 20.
Brett Seeger took the ball.
Number 44, Ben Lee's in on the tackle.
Returned it to the
So the linebackers, Ben Lee goes out of the ball game. Adam Miller comes in as a linebacker, but now Adam's replaced.
Rodman Connell, number 56 on the tackle.
Baldessano and Walter Sy are the linebackers. Jackson Bartz and Brady Facer, number 55, are the down linemen. Brian Youngs and Artino are the defensive ends. Alo Fatilla under center. Gives to pitch back to his tailback, and he's cut down behind the line of scrimmage. Number 2, Sue Min Kim, was not fooled. He came up along with Baldessano to make the tackle.
Fourth ball carrier for the Saxons. Hits first by number
Scott.
45 for the Panthers. Walter Saeed.
Number 31, Gabe Richards, and number 25, Derek Hodges, come into the ball game for the Saxons. So you got Suman Kim and Gordine. Gordine's playing both ways, quarterback and cornerback, along with Greg Beal in the backfield and Craig Hilbig, number 28. Beal is number 1, the free safety. There's a pitch, and it's going to be a pass if he can get it off. And he, oh wow. Number 31, Gabe Richards, was trying to get a pass to number 1, the receiver.
That was number 6 there. Number 6 was Seeger again.
Seeger, and he was hit by Greg Beal, number 1.
Brett Seeger.
Walter Sy also in on the breakup. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 back from the 17-yard line. I'm sorry. It's going to be 3rd and about 12. Okay, they got a different man under center there. It's number 25, and he gets it out wide. Now they moved Derek Hodges, number 25, under center, and they moved Joy Aloy Fatuli as a deep back, and they tried to pass to another end wideout. It didn't work, so it's going to be 4th and 12.
What they're trying to do, North Torrance is trying to do some of the things we talked about earlier, and that's open the game up and use a little trickery and a little deception and just change the basic tone of the game and not play heads-up football against Peninsula, which they can't win. They're just not executing yet.
Derek Hodges, number 25, is back to kick from his own 2-yard line. It's a good snap. It's a high
Much
kick.
better kick.
Oh, it's picked up by Gordine back near midfield. He's cut over to the 45. There's a flag down. Probably a clip. Gordine to midfield. Hit, knocked down. And Bob, we wonder where Brad Durbin and some of these guys that usually run back the punch. They're using Gordine as center. I mean, as quarterback, as cornerback, and running back the punch. So he's going to be a busy boy.
Yeah, he's being used a lot tonight. It's a little surprising to see him run back the punch.
Do you even see Brad Durbin over there, number 4? Maybe he's injured or something.
Well, I haven't heard anything about him being injured.
Oh, I see him. He's on the far left end. At least he's dressed.
It's a big penalty against Peninsula. Looks like it was probably a clip.
Clip took place.
It was a clip.
On the
called against the
punt.
Panthers. Ball was marked back.
So the Panthers take over on their own 32-yard line. 1st and 10.
Somebody from Peninsula clipped the first man down from North Torrance as he was coming in to make a tackle and just took him out of the play. That was a good call.
Jim DeRose is the blocking back. Jim Gill, number 42, is the blocking back. Gordine back to pass. And he's got Baldessano, number 10, on a crossing pattern. And Baldy got that one down to the 35-yard line.
Well, you're right, Lowell. Number 10's got those good soft hands, and
yeah,
he has shown here in the 6th game of this season that he looks like he is Gordine's favorite receiver.
On a crossing pattern, he just found the seam, and Gordine found him. Dan Maloney, number 32, comes in as the tailback. So the mood of the game changed a little when Torrance North could not kick their field goal. Now they've got Maloney and Rashad Bartholomew in the backfield. Back to pass is Gordine. He's got it up in the air, almost too far, yeah. He was trying to get Scott McMorris, another one of his favorite receivers, in the end zone, but it was incomplete. And there is a flag in the backfield, maybe an illegal block. It is an offensive hold. That'll cost the Panthers 10 yards. And this is another thing, Bob, we see the Panthers do. Early in the game, they get caught with quite a few penalties. But by the second half, they've usually gotten those kinks out. When they get to CIF, they're going to have to play 4 full quarters of, say, error-free football.
It's interesting. I was talking to Coach Dan Phillips about that last week, because we are seeing a lot of Panther penalties early in the games this year, but not on the offensive line. We're not seeing offsides. We're not seeing any of the holding, or very few of the holding calls at least, albeit one there. But there are a lot of mistakes that have been made in these first halves recently.
1st and 25 is the call. The ball is at the south 46-yard line. There's big Brady Facers in there at center now, number 55. They give it, no, it's a pass. He's being chased. He got it off and out of bounds.
Another flag.
And another flag, trying to get it to Bobby Trujillo. And the umpire's waving his hands. He says, stop the play, stop the game. I've got a flag down, and it's against the Panthers again. And the Panthers send Seth Smith, number 75, in to the middle of the line. He's a tackle. And maybe they want Seth to go out there and block somebody without holding. This is going to be 1st and 35.
I have to say, Peninsula's put themselves in a hole here.
Number 28, Brandon Larson, number 20, receivers in a football game on the offense. He and Scott McMorris, number 5, come out wide left. The single setback is Rashad Bartholomew. 1-2, 5-man down lineman. Here comes the pass. And he's got Scott McMorris complete down at the 40, maybe the 39, so he got about half of that 35 yards back. It's going to be 2nd down and 13 for the Panthers. 7:46 remaining in the first half. 8-0 is the score. The Panthers are leading.
And that was a very nice play call by the Panthers. You know, they're 1st and 30. You're not going to try and get it all on one long pass. So throw in the seam, get something, get half of it, and come back, try again this next time.
James Gill is a setback. Big bruising fullback. Passing play. Gordine's got room. He's got somebody open. It's almost intercepted. Threw it just a little bit behind Scott McMorris down at the 30. It would have been a little short of the first down. But they'll come back and try it again. Trujillo and Baldasano are the tight ends on the offense. There's big Scott Jackson, Jeff Ertzlaben's in the middle, Cameron Norton, Brady Facer, and number 72, that's Brad Hively is the tackle on the near side. So that's your offensive line. Showing blitz on the defense, back to pass. Who's he got? He's going to keep it. He's down and hit around the 37-yard line, and it's going to be 4th down and 10 for the Panthers. And I would be awfully surprised if they kick this ball away. They'll probably just try to get another first down.
We just saw the downside on the blitz. Number 33, Hiram Travis, blitzed and was right there, but unfortunately he ran past the play as it went to the other side, and that's the risk of the blitz.
Bartholomew, number 34, comes in. It's 4th and 10, and the Panthers are going for it. Gill and Bartholomew. Bartholomew's lines up in the slot. Bartholomew's Gill is the setback to block. Back is Gordine. He's being chased from behind. He's got a man open. Yes. Down to Brandon Larson in the end zone. Brandon caught it at the 5 and scored.
And no flags.
I saw an excellent play by James Gill. He had 2 men to block. He decided to block one of them, and he blocked the right one. He gave Gordine just enough time to get the pass off. Brandon Larson gets it on the 6, dances into the end zone. The Panthers lead now 14-0. Scott McMorris, number 5, is down to kick. Garrett Smith, next year's quarterback. And they give it over to Bartholomew, and he's going to be stopped short. Okay, they try the two-point conversion. It doesn't work. So with 6:22 remaining, the Panthers hold a 14-0 lead.
Two-point conversion is unsuccessful. Making the score, North High Saxon 0.
There is a man down on the field, a Torrance man, and while there is a timeout, we want to remind all of you cable viewers to watch the replays of all the Panther varsity football games on Cox Cable Television. That's Channel 33 on Monday nights at 8 o'clock. Each Monday night, we show a replay of the game that was played the previous Friday. And the cablecasts are brought to you in cooperation with the Peninsula High Touchdown Club and Cox Cable. Videotape copies of these games are available for a nominal charge. Also, at the end of the season, a season highlight videotape will be available in December. And if any viewer at all is interested in obtaining a copy, you can contact Greg Perkins, our producer, the Touchdown Club, or Cox Cable. Injured party was Angelo Glakumis, a big 245-pounder. So as play is resumed, the Panthers are kicking off. McMorris, number 5, puts a toe into it, sends it down to about the 8-yard line. Picked up there, and there's speed to Burns, and he's got a lot of speed. That's number 6, and Greg Beal finally knocks him down. Boy, tell me one thing, Brett Seeger can run. He runs from his own 10, and that was just speed, Bob, down to the 35.
Brett Seeger, he's a senior, 175-pounder, and he's impressive. He is a wide receiver, and we've been noticing he has gotten open several times tonight. They threw to him once, and he dropped the ball, unfortunately, for North. But he showed some speed there, Lowell.
No penalty on the play. Ball is marked on the 34-yard line. Saxon take over, first and 10.
Greg Beal caught him. We weren't dead sure he was that fast, and there's been some comment, maybe the comment was by me, that if the Panthers have a weakness, it's speed, but some of these guys, Greg Beal, Gordine, and Rashad Bartholomew, they have speed. Schmitz is the tailback. I think that was the option. The quarterback just kept it, picked up about 2 yards. 74, Scott Jackson's in on the tackle, along with Barch, number 66.
Yeah, that was Ala Patuli, and he's pretty deceptive. He fooled us up here.
The toy bulldog, Jeremy Barch, number 66. If you watch him on the camera, you see him kick up his heels a little bit, like a dog, leaving the scene of an incident. Schmitz, the deep back. It's a keeper now. It's a pitch. He gets nowhere. And Soo Min Kim, I believe, number 2. Walter Sy, number 45, knock him down. There's the cheerleader, Chris Artino over there helping out. So it's going to be 3rd and about 10. Ball down at the 35-yard line. And this is a spot, Bob. North has to move the football. They have to move the football and get some points from here. And North calls timeout with 5:11 remaining in the half. Panthers lead 14-0. And here come the Tartans. I'm sorry, here come the Saxons. The Tartans is Torrance High. Schmitz, the deep back. And the fullback, poor guy, the quarterback, Alo Fatuli falls down for about a 5-yard loss to bring up 4th down. And this is probably the kind of break North's been getting all year, Bob. They move the ball well, but they just don't have that little something it takes to get the ball into the end zone.
Well, the thing they can't do, they can't get down themselves and give up early. I mean, they looked really good the first quarter on that first drive. 3 first downs, and they had a chance to go up 3-0.
Nickel defense in for the Panthers. 5 defensive backs. Aloha Fatuli is back. He's being chased by So Min Kim. The ball is caught, but it's short of the first down. I'm not sure whether he was inbounds or not. Greg Deal, number 1, is there. So it's going to be 4th down. I'm sorry. That was 4th down. That was 4th down. They tried to get a first down. It didn't work. Panthers take over. That's at close to the 30, about the 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Panthers would love nothing better than to get another 6, 7, or 8 on the board, Bob.
Yeah, the Panthers have surprised a lot of their home fans, at least on that last series, by putting the ball up in the air so much, especially 4th and 10, 40 yards and throwing. And it'll be interesting to see with 4 minutes and seconds left in the half if they do it again.
Gill and Bartholomew are the deep backs for the Panthers. There's a pitch to Bartholomew. He's got blocking on the right side, and he's got speed. He gets around a man, gets close to first down. I'd say picked up 9 yards. He's hit out by number 44, Nick Judd over there. Bring up about 7 and 1. No, they call it a first down. Panthers are moving the chains. They're going to the huddle now. The center is Brady Facer, number 55. He moves in and out occasionally with Eric Boyd. Adam Miller comes in at the blocking back. And Greg Hilbig goes out. Adams, number 6, plays linebacker, plays fullback. Bartholomew's the deep back behind the blocking of Gill and Adam Miller. Gordine gives to Rashad Bartholomew. He's got 6, 7 yards. If I were to hang a name on that guy, it would be the slasher. He's really a slashing runner.
Bartholomew is impressing me. I'm seeing him gain a confidence game after game as we get into this season. He's not at all the same runner he was the first part of the year. He is much stronger and much quicker.
I think he likes to get the ball, Bob. He likes to get it. Double tight ends. Trujillo on the near side. They give it to Bartholomew. He gets outside, cuts in, nice play. Pick up the first down.
Bartholomew's ball carrier.
Number 31, Gabe Richards in on the tackle. Greg Perkins has pointed out a similarity between the running of Bartholomew and Tony Persichino. Tony's out at El Camino now playing football. I would say that probably Tony is faster than Persichino. I'm sorry, that Bartholomew is faster than Persichino was.
Nice bootleg, nice bootleg.
Yeah, he's got it.
Oh, there's interference.
And there is defensive interference.
You know, and that's unintentional. That was a leg trip. He just kind of clipped up the receiver, but that still is interference, and it's a first down Peninsula.
That is a play that frustrates quarterbacks if the receiver does not continue to run out the pattern. I'm not sure that Baldestano did or did not, but it looked like he slowed down, but then with the flag, I was able to see why he was slowed down. He was tripped. So it's going to be a defensive pass interference. 1st and 10 for the offense down at the 30-yard line.
Lola, you're a little surprised that Gary Kimbrell is letting Gordine pass as much as he is in this first half tonight.
I am not, for this reason. Getting ready for CIF, he's got to pass the ball some. That's the keeper by Gordine. He's got a short man open. In and out of the hands of Larson again. I'm sorry, that's, no, that's not Larson. That's number 32, Dan Maloney. Dan, it was in Dan's hands. He juggled it a little bit and said, "Come here, football." He got the football right into the end zone. Excellent reception, excellent pass. So, yeah, I think Gary Kimbrell wants to play the 4th game of that CIF this year, and he knows he needs to get his passing attack. You can't start passing in the CIF. You need to let Gordine get a lot of practice now. He's doing it. They're going for 2. Gordine into the middle. Did he get it? No. No, he really wants it, and he didn't get it.
No,
He was stopped at the middle of the line, came back.
they're still trying to get the touchdown.
Oh, my mistake.
Maloney caught that pass and only got to the 1-yard line. He did not score.
My mistake. It's my 32nd mistake tonight. So the call is 2nd and goal for the Panthers.
Yeah, that was a loss
on the 3-yard line. Rashad Bartholomew, the deep back. Rashad gets it into the end zone. Touchdown. He was behind Trujillo, who made a nice block. And big 72, Brad Hively, made a nice block. So they just opened up a hole and he danced in. The score is 20-0 with 2:54 remaining in the first half. Now they're going to try the old 2-point conversion, maybe. Now they're going to come over and kick. Garrett Smith will hold. He's number 11. And Scott McMorris will punt. Will kick. That's a kick when you hold it like that. Okay. The kick is good. With 2:54 remaining in the first half, the Peninsula Panthers lead 21-0 over the North High Saxons. And there's a penalty flag after the play. We'll see who that's against when we line up for the kickoff.
That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Against somebody.
And in favor of somebody else. And what a beautiful night here at North Torrance.
We're noticing the crowd on the far side, the Peninsula crowd, which is an ever-faithful crowd, Siempre Fideles. They're over there cheering on their boys. They got the band, the pep girls, the parents, the uncles, the nephews. The penalty was against the Saxons, so Mike Morris will kick from his own 45. He'll just put it in the end zone. I think he's going to try to put it through the uprights just for practice. Yeah,
that was a 15-yard penalty. I think it was an unsportsmanlike late hit.
Torrance 45. He's trying to kick a field goal. He kicks it in the end zone. So it'll be 1st and 10 Saxons at their own 20-yard line after an unsportsmanlike conduct 15-yard penalty.
And what that does is that takes away the possibility of number 6, Seeger, out there running one back 80 yards.
He's got good speed, that Seeger. Adam Miller, number 6 on the defense, comes in to play linebacker.
You know, going back a little to your comments a moment ago on the necessity of a passing attack, I couldn't agree with you more, but I am surprised because the Panthers have been such a conservative ground running team over the years that they're really opening it up now.
1 per quarter, 3 for 5 for $1.
The ball is given to the up back, number 45. That's Kevin Sperry.
Kevin Sperry, the ball carrier.
And Sperry picks up about 7 yards. Brought down in part by number 10, Baldasano. Brady Facer, number 55, also in there.
Pickup of 9 yards on the play.
2nd and 1. That was a 9-yard pickup by the fullback.
2nd and the short 1 from the 29.
There's a keeper by the quarterback. It's a pitch. It's good for the first down. Number 22, Todd Morris. Finally knocked out of bounds by Scott McMorris, the safety. And we're trying to find Coach Small on the sidelines with his defensive arm signals. If you're watching, you can see him. He's the man with the shorts, the long white socks, waving his arms. He's the defensive coordinator.
A very animated one, too.
And a good one. He will... He always makes corrections and adaptations after the first half, always changes, and always for the better. The pitch is to Seeger. It's a fumble. That's the... Okay, that was a reverse pitch to number 6, Seeger, but he couldn't get the handle. It actually looked like a pretty good pitch, but he lost about 9 yards back to the 30. So with 1:27 remaining in the first half, Saxons want to get on the board. Aloy Fatuli, number 3, is coming out as the quarterback. He has Morris and Sperry in the backfield with him in the eye. And it's a keeper. Adam Miller gets him by the head. Pitch, pick up of 5 yards. Brady Facer, good pursuit, and Jeremy Bartz following over. Bartz and Adam Miller bumped heads after that.
6 on the play, brings up a 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14 for Torrance.
It's Coach Bud Kuhn and his staff of North Torrance down there, and they're pretty concerned right now. This game's about to go to halftime, and they are not on the board.
There's timeout on the field. Torrance takes timeout. And here comes Big Jim Small, the defensive coordinator, out on the field. James Small, the one and only. And Greg Beal's arguing with him, but he won't argue long. And here comes the wet, wild, and winsome water woman out to bring them a little bit of Ottawa. Yeah, they haven't had the girl cheerleaders, I mean the girl water people. They used to have them, but they're out there now. At least that's a person with long hair. So there's 32 seconds remaining in the ball game. Torrance Saxons, or Torrance North Saxons, want to put something up to get a score. But they have 65 yards to go to get this ball in the end zone. And here we go. Let's see, we got 4 defensive backs, a couple linebackers, and 5 linemen on the defense. Schmidt is deep. And Fatula is back on the keeper. Now he's pitching it, and bang, was he knocked down. That's Greg Beal. He pitched the ball to Schmitz, number 22. And Jim Small, if he called that defense, he called a good one, because Greg Beal came up from the free safety and knocked him down for a 4-yard loss.
So Peninsula's defense is caught up with the option now. They're reading it. They know it's coming, and they're reading it on the outside. I think we will probably see a different attack by North when they come out in the second half. Well, that's interesting. Peninsula's called timeout with 3 seconds left in the half.
Well, there's probably going to be a punt. Panthers bring number 27, Jeff Emery, on the football field. Big Brad Hyther, number 72, comes in, a tackle. And this might be an all-out rush to try to block the punt.
Well, I'm not sure I'd punt that ball, Lowell. I think I might just let La Fatula take that ball up in the air and see if they can go down and get 6 quick points. And if they don't, it would take a real bolt of lightning for it to turn around with an interception and a run back.
There are only a few things you can do in 3 seconds. And that's what they have, and they have 65 yards to deal with. Now there's a timeout. The Panthers take a timeout. No official timeout. The camera is scanning one of the injured Panthers. That's Marty Cheatham, the guy on crutches. He's been out a couple of games. He has a fractured tibia fibula, and the best prediction we've gotten, which is from his mother, that's much better than the doctor, is that he's probably going to be out the rest of the regular season games. Hopefully would be ready for any postseason games that the Panthers are fortunate enough to engage in.
Well, you know, that's breaking his heart. He'd love to be out there tonight. But Marty's a junior. He'll be back postseason and next year.
Scott McMorris is going back deep, number 5. They're just lining up. They're not going to kick this ball. They're not going to give Panthers a chance to run with it. Back to pass to Malafatulu, and Adam Miller's got him. Bang. Adam, a young junior, pretty good guy. No, Malafatulu came out sort of growling, and Adam Miller says, I threw you for a 20-yard loss. I'm going into the locker room. So, with the first half ended, we have a score here at North Torrance High football field. The North Torrance High team is 0, the Peninsula Panthers 21. No. As we're resuming play for the second half of the football game between the Panthers of Peninsula High School and the North High Saxons, the score is 21-0 in favor of the Panthers from Peninsula High. And we do want to invite you viewers to come out and watch the home games at Peninsula Panther Pack Stadium. The next game is next Friday night, next Friday afternoon, 3 o'clock. Hawthorne, probably their toughest conference game, Hawthorne, so you don't want to miss that one. Panthers will kick off. Looks like Paul Rodriguez, number 8, will kick off. Back to receive it is kick high, and it's going to go to Rashad. Bartholomew takes it at the 20, up to the 25, the 30. Stopped right at the 29-yard line by number 32, Travis Greenfield from the blue shirt Saxons. So Panthers take over 1st and 10 on their own 29. Let's see if they want to come out throwing or want to try to get a sustained ground drive up the field. We're sure that both teams will have done some adjusting here. Bartholomew's the deep back. James Gill, number 42, is the up back. Gourdine keeps the ball. He's trying to throw, or he's got plenty of room. Ball is in and out of the hands of Trujillo, number 88. Gourdine probably could have picked up a first down, but if they call a pass play, let them throw the pass. They got to get ready for the CIF. So 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Brandon Larson comes in as a wide out, along with Scott McMorris, number 5. Otherwise, tight ends on either side. Ball is given to James Gill, the up back, and James, number 42, he just runs through a hole right in the middle. Brady Facer made a block, along with number 73, Hammer Huber. So he picks up 7 yards, 3rd and 3 up at the 31-yard line.
Sudden burst of power by Gill. He went right up the middle and was hit for about a 2-yard gain. Lowered his head, just kept right on going for 5 more. That was a nice run for a fullback.
And Gill is another man, Bob, who has some speed. We think of him as a power runner, but he also has speed.
We haven't seen him get outside yet, but you're right, he is quick.
All right, everybody, let's see that.
Number 42, Gill, is the up back. And they just ride Gourdine down for a big loss. He couldn't get away from number 6, Seeger. So Brett Seeger. So it's going to be 4th and 9. And now we get a chance to see Big Brady Facer, number 55, punt the football. Ryan Harrington, number 89, comes in to block.
Facer, before the game, was kicking the ball 60 yards and spiraling it all the way.
Alo Fatuli goes back on his 35 to receive. A nice hole, almost blocked, but it's a high hang time floater. Hits on the 40, 39, and out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. Good kick by Facer, kicked the ball out of bounds. So the Panthers move the ball downfield. The Saxons will take over 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line with 10-11 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, good position, good field position for the Saxons to start the second half on offense. And they came out, Lowell, after that halftime, and they held the Panthers. So even though the score is 21-0, they've still got a lot of time to get back in this ball game.
Sue Min-Kim, number 2, and Gourdine, number 3, are the cornerbacks. Strong safety is Big, number 28. Free safety is number 1, Greg Beal. Schmitz, the deep back. The ball is kept by Amal Fatulu. He's hit near the line of scrimmage by number 12, Chris Artino. Picks up about 3 yards up to, say, the 39-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd and 7 at that point.
And interestingly, all week long, we understand that North Torrance was having secret practices working on that option, which was very effective the first series. Now they've just come out on that first play. They were running out of the eye. We'll see what they do now.
Back in the eye with Schmidt and Perry in the back, Sperry in the backfield. He's a pitch to Schmidt. He's hit in the backfield and thrown for a loss. And that's Greg Beal.
And a flag.
And there's a flag. That might have been a face mask because there was not a... What's he got? Yep. Personal foul against the Panthers. That'll get a first down for the Saxons.
But you have to be impressed with the way that the Peninsula defense has read this option. They're just not able to do anything with it now.
And there are two ball players. I'm just wondering where they are for the Panthers. One is number 81, Scott Huber, who usually plays the down line, the nose guard, and also some tight end. And number 4, Brad Durbin. I haven't looked that closely, but I don't know whether numbers are showing on the sideline or not.
Well, we're so far away from the Peninsula side of the field, we can usually check them out down on the bench if we're near them, but not on this field.
Go, Big Blue. Help us out. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
There's a pass. That's to Seeger. He's the speedster. He gets knocked down at the 42 by Walter Sy. Pickup of about 6. It's at the 42-yard line, so Bourdain knocks him out of bounds along with Walter Sy. We're looking for Brad Durbin, number 4, and 81, number Huber. 2nd and 5. Jeremy Bartz, number 66, is on the nose. Facer, 55, is a down lineman. Schmitz, the deep back. It's a keeper, and it's finally pitched back to Schmitz after he was caught for a loss. Very good penetration by the Panthers. Number 89, Ryan Harrington. I'm sorry, 88, Bobby Trujillo, and Walter Sy, number 45, in on the tackle. Pickup of about 0. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. We're just told by our spotter that number 4 is on the sidelines, Brad Durbin. Gabe Richards is the fullback, but Trujillo hit him, but wow. The pitch was finally back to David Morris, a speedster, and he picks up a first down to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, good pitch. Excellent run by David Morris. Again, that play was read well by the Panthers, but they almost overran it. And Morris got through and made a nice gain for a first down.
Jeremy Bartz, Brady Facer, and that's Bartz 66, Facer 55.
It's starting to get noisy.
Scott Jackson, 74, the down lineman.
Down, so go. Last time we got that first. Down, so go.
Boy, Trujillo is just murdering that quarterback. Trujillo hurt his arm, but the pitch got pitched. Finally, Dan Maloney, number 32, brings down Schmitz after a pickup of about 5 yards.
Pickup of 5 on the play, 2nd and 5 from the 25.
So the Saxons are playing Gabe Richards, number 31, at the fullback. He comes out, and number 45, Kevin Sperry, comes in. And they've got David Morris, number 22, as the deep back. They're just running the eye now. Split outs to either side. He keeps it. No, he gives it to the up back, Sperry. Sperry makes very little yardage. There's Bartz, number 66, a strong 190-pounder in the middle of the line making the tackle. Helped out by Walter Sy, the linebacker, number 45. So it's 3rd and 6. Now here's a big down for Torrance South, Torrance North. They're down close to the 20. They want to get a touchdown. And they got 3 yards to go to keep the play going. Right outs to either side. There's a fumble. It looks like a fumble at the line of scrimmage. Either that or just a keeper by Amala Fatulu. And it's going to be...
Looks like a fumble.
It was a fumble.
Sy
It looks like
recovered
the
it.
Panthers took over. Walter Sy, number 45. So if you're the head coach at Torrance, Torrance North, you just see things, Bob, falling against you.
Well, they've had opportunities tonight, well, several times, and they have not been able to capitalize. That's twice now where they fumbled the ball. Once they recovered, now they've turned it over, both times on absolutely crucial 4th down plays.
There's on a keeper. There's Gordine picking up 5, 6 yards, close to the first down. Boy, he's being manhandled. And he's just a small fellow, about 5'7". I hate to see him manhandle a little guy that way, but he is a toughie. He's the first man to jump up. So they're going to go, are they going to go hurry up offense? Yep. They're up at the line. They got James Gill, number 42, in the backfield, along with Bartholomew. And he gives it to Gill, the up back. James picks up maybe the first down. He had about 2 to go to get the first down. Tackled by number 55 in the defensive line, Jason Save. Or maybe Jason Save. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Ball up about the 32-yard line. 5:51 remaining in the third quarter. Coach Kimbrell is on the screen. Greg Perkins said he was happy, but I don't think he's happy yet.
Yeah, he never stops pacing, does he?
Here comes Gordine with the keeper, just tucks it in, cuts inside, picks up yards, and he's got a first down across midfield. At midfield. Boy, that little guy can scamper. Damon Gordine, a senior, played a wideout primarily last year on a defensive back. He was all league, but he's come under center, running the option successfully. Brandon Larson, number 20, comes out wide left. New center, Eric Boyd, number 51 on the offense. They give it, no, they fake it, and they throw it complete to James Gill out of the backfield for a first down. He faked the handoff to James Gill. He went back to pass and then hit Gill.
There's some of that quickness we were talking about a while ago. Gill shot out of that backfield very fast and was set up to get that pass. That's a big gainer, a nice first down for Peninsula.
1st and 10 is deep down in the territory of the Saxons now at the Saxon 38-yard line. Gill and Bartholomew are the deep backs. It's a pitch to Bartholomew. He's got a line up ahead of him. He's got Gill blocking. He gets out of bounds. Whoops, he hit a guy and knocked him down. Yeah, he got up, poor guy. Okay, nobody's hurt. Bartholomew picked up about 6 yards. And there's an offensive hold against the Panthers. So they're going to go back 10 yards. Gordine goes over to get a play. He says, Coach, we picked up 4 yards, but somebody held. The coach says, okay, take this play and go do something with it. That big Panther line is out there. Jeff Huber and number 73. Ertzleben, number 74. Jackson, Ertzleben, number 77. Jackson, number 74. Brad Hyler, number 72. Cameron Norton, number 67. They do a good job right in the middle of that line. 55, Boyd's the center. Gordine, Gill, and Bartholomew in the backfield. He's going to keep it. He's trying to throw. He's got a man almost intercepted by number 10, Sean Shep broke it up. He's the linebacker. Brad Hiley's jumping up and down because there's a penalty call. Brad must have said, I got held. Here's the call. Defensive holding. And Brad Hiley told the umpire, said, you know, he's been holding me all night long. Sometimes it'll go the whole game and they finally pick a guy toward the end of the game and say, we've been watching you for 6 straight plays holding. We're not going to call it on you. So that's a big break for the Panthers. At the 35-yard line of the Saxons. 2nd down and call it 6 yards to go for the first down.
2nd and 5 for the Panthers.
Okay, we're squarely opposite the ball now. We can see who's offsides. Let's see. Yeah. And Torrance did jump.
He jumped.
Number 42 on the far side, Andy Esquivel. He jumped. My cohorts up here in the booth said the defensive end on the far side's awfully close to being offsides. And at that point in time, the young man jumped offside.
Well, he was leaning forward. He just couldn't hold back. He just almost fell.
He thought he had the cadence all figured out. Okay, it's going to be 2nd and 1 down on the 29-yard line of the Saxons. Panther cheerleaders are giving them heck over there. Maloney's the deep back. Uh-oh. Big number 45 sacked him. That's Kevin Sperry. Linebacker blitz. And that's going to make it 3rd and about 14 to go for the first down.
Big play by Sperry there, and just what North Torrance needed to push Peninsula back. Not only make it a 3rd and very, very long, but it probably puts them out of field goal range.
From where I'm sitting, it looks as though Damon Gourdine has played this full ball game. I would think he's a little bit tired and wants a rest, but he's out there playing quarterback. They got Rashad Bartholomew as the deep back. Larson goes in motion. Draw to Rashad. He gets close to the first down, but he's got about 3 yards short. He's down to 32 on a tailback draw. And let's see what they want to do.
You know, one thing they're doing, number 42, it's Esquivel. He was lining up offsides that time. It was very close. It wasn't seen, but what he did was he was getting close to get a nice rush, and he blitzed, and again overran the play.
So the situation is this: there's 2:56 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Peninsula leads South 21-0. Peninsula has, I would say, 3 yards to go for a first down at the 31-yard line, and they're going to try to get 3 yards. And they're going to let Gourdine get it himself, and he gets the first down. He gets down to the 24-yard line before he's piled up. Big number 55 in on the tackle for the defense. That's Jason Save. I expect they called it Jason Savi, but he's a big boy. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
1st and 10 from the 23 for the Panthers.
Need your help out there. We're going to say, go.
As the 3rd quarter about to end, folks, time to buy those lollipops.
Comes Dan Maloney into the ball game. He's a tailback.
You want to have their
Trujillo, number 88, and Baldesano, number 10, are the tight ends. Gill, Maloney, and Bartholomew in the backfield.
With the G. Go. Through, go. And time, go.
Gourdine gives it to James Gill, and he gets down to the 16-yard line. James shows you speed on one play, and he shows you power on another one, so he's doing a good job. What is he, a junior or a senior?
He's a senior, and he's impressing, well, at least me tonight, if not his coaching staff, because he is playing good tackle fullback. And as you say, Lowell, he's also shown that speed outside.
4 on the play, 2nd and 6 from the 17.
Double tight ends, full house backfield. They give it to Gill, and he cuts across, and he's outrunning somebody. He even outran Seeger, number 6. So there's James Gill just getting a good cut block. Well, I won't say a cut block, but he got a couple nice blocks at the line of scrimmage. Cut outside, and yes, he outran number 6, the defender, Seeger. And he ran it 16 yards into the end zone. So now the score is 27-0 in favor of the Panthers as McMorris, number 5, comes in to kick. And number 45, Sperry, overruns the ball. And that'll move it halfway to the goal line, to the 1.5-yard line. And I would expect that Coach will change his call. No? He's going to kick it again. Here we go. Scott McMorris, number 5, trying to put one more on the board. Ball is snapped back, it's down, and it's up, and it hits the crossbar and comes back. So that was a low liner by McMorris, and it didn't count. So with 1:26 remaining in the third quarter, the score: Peninsula Panthers 27, North High Saxons 0.
And that extra point attempt was just a line drive right at the goalpost. He hit it and bounced right back. So close as it could get without making it.
On the camera now is the film team from Paragon Cable in Torrance, and they're up here with a couple of trucks. Very sophisticated equipment. McMorris kicks a little wobbler. Picked up by Seeger, number 6 at the 10. He's up at the 15. He's hit and hit hard. Brady Facer, number 5, hits the speedster before he gets a chance to unwind his speed. I'm sorry. That was number 56, not Brady Facer. That was Rob McConnell. And Rob looks like he hurt his right arm a little bit on that. It's just hanging limp over on the sideline. But that was a good tackle by Rob. 1st and 10. Rhonda goes over there to take care of the injured party. 1st and 10 at the 24. There's the pitch. And they got 2 men chasing him. McMorris, number 5, comes in from his safety, knocks him down for about a 2-yard loss. And that was David Morris trying to get outside. Next Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock at Peninsula High School, Hawthorne versus Peninsula. They're probably meeting for what could be the championship of the Bay League. As usual, every year, most experts think that one of those 2 teams will win the Bay League championship. Schmitz is the deep back. Back to passes the Malafatulo. He's chased. Wow, he got away from 2-3 guys, but he did not get away from number 55, Brady Facer.
You know, we should point out.
Brady brought him down.
We should point out that going into the games tonight, Peninsula has been rated number 1 in Division II CIF for the Southern Section, ahead of Hawthorne, and that's because primarily of Antelope Valley and Hart both lost last week.
To whom?
I don't know.
Oh, I did see Antelope Valley lost.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't know who beat them, but so, Peninsula is undefeated.
So the third quarter comes to an end with Peninsula leading. That's number 1 in the Division I Peninsula, 27-0.
Division II.
Correct that. The number 1 team in Division II is Peninsula.
Southern Section.
Southern Section.
And I just noticed something else myself, and a while ago I said James Gill's a senior. He's not. He's only a junior. He'll be back next year.
He's just a young kid, just a baby.
Well, he's just running like a senior.
Yeah, he's just a baby. We're just wondering where Peninsula's rated, considering all divisions, and I don't happen to know. But I think they're in the top 10, though.
3rd and 15 for the Saxons. Ball marked on the 19-yard line.
Here come the Saxons. 3rd and long. The ball is snapped over the head of the quarterback, and it's recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. I believe that's Chris Artino, number 12.
Covered by number 12.
Yes.
Chris Artino scored a touchdown on the defense, and I know Chris will be smiling tonight. The ball was snapped over the head of Alofatulu, and he was back in shotgun, snapped over his head. He couldn't get the ball, but Chris Artino could. So here's an extra point conversion out of the hold of Garrett Smith, out of the long snap of Brian Youngs, out of the kick. Probably the camera could not see the ball because there's a huge pole right there, but we can tell you that the ball split the uprights. So with 11:56 remaining in this old ball game, we have a score. Peninsula Panthers 34 and North High 0.
Peninsula's been averaging about 30 points a game, and they have now exceeded that, as would have been expected before the game. The interesting feature is that, once again, a Peninsula opponent has not gotten on the scoreboard, at least not yet. Lowell, Peninsula's opponents have only scored 17 points in the 5 games they've played this year, and only 6 in the last 4 games. So this is one tough defense that Coach Tony Yu and Coach Small have put together.
Coach Tony Ubarubaru.
There he is.
He's on camera, Tony Urubaru. He used to coach here for the Saxons. For the Panthers, Scott McMorris will kick off. And there's a penalty flag down before they even get started.
Offsides against the Panthers.
That was offsides on the Panthers. And we talk a lot, Bob, about the football team here at Peninsula High, but for those of us who are and were parents of kids at Peninsula High, we're extremely proud of the administration and the teachers, led by the principal, Kelly Johnson, and the vice principal, Chris Bowles, and the athletic directors, John Barr and Pete Fawaz, and all the other coaches, along with Kim Brell. They just do an excellent job with these youngsters, and we want to tell you guys, if you're listening or watching, we appreciate you.
Tonight's lucky ticket is worth $53.
There is a low screamer on the kickoff. It's fumbled, picked up, fumbled again. Somebody better get on it with a blue helmet, with a white helmet. And I believe somebody does for the Saxons. But the Panthers are continuing to fight for the ball. Saxons recovered the ball. That was Rob McConnell, number 56, trying to steal the ball again. Rob banged his arm up on the last kickoff, but he's tough and he's out there playing.
All right, the number for your drawing for $53.50, 784-077. 784-077.
Schmitz is the deep back.
That lucky ticket takes to the north side snack shack.
It's given to Schmitz.
Kevin Spurry, the ball carrier.
Well, they said Kevin Spur, but I think Schmitz had the football, the deep back. Pickup of about 2 yards. Now we're going to take a look at the Saxon down on the field.
Walter Sahi, number 45.
And I know why that guy volunteered to be a Saxon. That's so he could stand there and dance with the cheerleaders. But you can tell from that he's not dumb at all. He's entertaining the troops, and some of the fans are still into it here at North. They've sort of seen their good chances go by, though. The keeper by Mulapatulu, and he's brought down. There's a couple of guys. Brady Facer, 55, got him first. Number 10, Baldessano. So they're going to call that about a 2-yard loss, where it'll bring up 3rd and 7. Ball is down on the 30-yard line.
No gain on the play.
10:27 remaining. Panthers have Brian Young's number 8 at the defensive end, along with Trujillo. Sy and Baldessano are the linebackers. Sue Min Kim and Dan Maloney. Maloney's number 32 there, the corners. Greg Beals, the free safety, and Craig Hilbig, number 28, is the strong safety. Amala Fatulu is out. No, that was not it. They got the ball to Scott Schmitz, number 12, and he's hitting the backfield.
Back behind line of scrimmage by number 66.
Number 66, Bartz, and number 55, Facer back on the tackle. So it's going to be 4th, and let's say about 19 yards to go from the 20-yard line. So I think the Panthers will get the ball back on the punt. Number 12, Scott Schmitz, is back to kick. Up at midfield is Gordine to receive. It's a low kick. He does get it up, and it takes a good Torrance bounce and bounces to the 45, the 42, where it's down there by number 45, Sperry. So the Panthers will take over 1st and 10 at that point with a 34-0 lead. Seth Smith comes out as a tackle. Number 56, Rod McConnell comes in on the offense. Number 71, Eric Almanza comes in as a tackle.
Looks like Garrett Smith now, number 11, is coming in at quarterback for the Panthers, and I would guess he'll finish the game under center.
Smith's the quarterback. He's got Mike Adelicon, number 21, the tailback. And Miller, number 6, is the blocking back. They give it to Adelicon. He's running outside, picks up 3-4 yards. Tackled by a host of Saxons. Mike Adelicon, number 21.
Number 21, Mike.
Number 40, Jim DeBose, is in there at the blocking back on the offense. Ryan Harrington is a tight end. Dan Maloney comes in now as a running back. Number 32, Adelicon, goes out. Number 54, Ben Nakanishi, is an offensive guard. They give it to the up back. DeBose, what's he got? Maybe 1-2 yards. They give him up to the 45-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd and about 6.
Jim DeRose, the ball carrier, first man through, tackled by number 33 for the Saxons. Hiram Travis, also number 3, Joey Alapui. Pick up a 1 on the play, brings up a 3rd and 8. Ball is marked on the 45-yard line.
Okay, we got Maloney at the deep back. Garrett Smith under center. He keeps the ball. What's he going to do? He's got a man open. Complete to Trujillo. Yes, Trujillo gets away from the first tackler, fumbles it. And who picks it up? Oh, Trujillo picks up his own fumble. And it goes out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Fumbled forward and recovered by number 8.
Trujillo caught the football from Garrett Smith. Started running, hit, got tackled, fumbled, bounced up in the air, and he ran under it himself, picked it up, and ran out at the 19.
Is that Trujillo or is that Harrington? Is that 89?
No, I think it was 88, Trujillo. 7-11 remain, ball down on the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Ryan Harrington is on the near side as the offensive end. Smith gives to the tailback, Adelicon, number 21. He gets down close to the 10-yard line. Make sure that was Mike Adelicon. Yeah, Mike Adelicon. It's going to be 2nd and about 4, and Adelicon comes out, and here comes Dan Maloney in. The blocking back continues to be Adam Miller, number 6, and DeBose, number 40. So Garrett Smith would love to engineer his own touchdown here, Bob. There's some movement on the line. It may have been this young Panther line. Yeah, illegal procedure on the offense. So that'll bring them back to where they'll have a 2nd and 10. 6:11 remaining, 34-0 is the score in favor of the Panthers. And here comes a substitution in on the offense. Young Kim, number 22. He's a wide receiver. Let's see if they're going to let Garrett Smith turn loose and throw another one here. He's 1 for 1 on his other attempts. Dan Maloney, 32, is the deep back. Smith keeps the ball and gets tackled in the backfield for a loss to bring up a 3rd down and 9. Sperry, number 45, who's been all over the field, both offensively and defensively. Kevin Sperry makes the tackle. So it's 3rd and 11, back at the 21.
You know, that's an interesting question, Lowell, and an awful contested. Score is 34-0 with 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Do you put the ball up in the air and try and and rub it in, as it were. On the other hand, you've got a new quarterback in there, and he needs some experience, and part of that's in the air. It's a tough call either way.
You got to keep playing. You got to let the guys play and not just run the ball. Let them do some different things. Ball's given to the up back, and he's close to the goal
nice
line.
Run.
Close to the goal line. That's Jim DeBose, number 40. And he's got a 1st and 10 with 5:13 remaining. Let's make it 1st and goal, and they say it's on the 2-yard line. That was Jim DeBose, number 40.
Jim DeRose, another junior. A lot of juniors and sophomores on this Peninsula squad this year.
And here comes Mike Adelican, number 21. I think they're going to give the ball to Mike and see if he can rush it in. DeBose is his blocking back. The other slot back is Adam Miller, number 6. Smith gives it to the up back, DeBose, and he's in the end zone, or is he?
Well, his offensive line says he scored.
Jim DeRose, the ball carrier again.
They did not signal a touchdown. It's 2nd and 1 on the 1-foot line, and now Dan Maloney comes in.
2nd and goal to go.
I know how it is. These young backs, DeBose and Delicon and Maloney, they all want to make that touchdown.
Well, Delicon got one last week. Not that that makes any difference. They're not playing a game that way. But
They got Maloney, DeBose, and Miller in the backfield. And they give it to the deep back Maloney, and he's in the end zone.
He's in.
A 1-yard slash and a good block by Jim DeBose, number 40, so they all cooperated. So with 4:10 remaining here at North High Football Field, we have a score of Peninsula Panthers 40 and North 0. We were talking to Mike Kennedy from Palomar beforehand, and Mike does the play-by-play. And he just says that this Panther football team is a surprisingly strong team, and we concur. That was number 55, Brady Facer, attempting the extra point kick out of the hold of Garrett Smith, and it was blocked by the Saxons. So at the 4:10 point of the ball game, the score remains Panthers 40, Saxons 0. So here comes the kickoff team. And there's a replacement, one substitution. Jim Kroll, number 87, comes out on that special team. Otherwise, it remains the same fellows we've mentioned to you before. David Peak, Beals, Ryan Harrington, DeBose, Gordine, Persakina, Bartz. Here comes number 84, Doug Hawk in for the kickoff team. And they send Gordine out. And they say, Damon, you just sit over there and rest, young man. We'll start you again tomorrow or next Friday. Next Friday at Hawthorne. That's the big one, Bob.
3 o'clock at Peninsula's home field. Be there early.
Be there at 12 noon. Bring a sack lunch.
It will be a sellout.
There we go. A big kick. It's going to go into the end zone. Seeger lets it go. So in high school football, that's an automatic touchdown. And I see my amigo David Peak, number 25, out there just throwing blocks like crazy. He likes to play. He's going to stay into the linebacker, I think, or defensive end. Seth Smith, number 75, is a down lineman.
Scott Schmidt is the quarterback.
Scott Schmidt is in at quarterback on the offense. Number 12 for Torrance, for North Torrance. So they're giving a new man a little time there. Tom Palactu, number 50, is the nose guard on the defense. There's a pass in and out of the hands of number 11, Andy Durlack. Coverage over there by 56, McConnell.
Second and 10 from the 20.
Rob McConnell, number 66, is a linebacker. Number 50, Phylactu's on the nose. Jeff Huber's getting some time on the defense, number 73. He and Seth Smith are the down linemen. Defensive ends are Peak, number 25. And who we got? 84, Hawk on the far side. Schmidt's under center. He's back to pass, number 12. Who's he got? Somebody's got him. Hammer Huber, number 73, hammered him down, and Hammer usually plays the offense, but he's getting some defensive time. So he sacks the quarterback. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11. 3:48 remaining in the first half. 3:48 remaining in the ball game here at South High. So Seeger, number 6, comes in. He's the speedster on the offense. Number 29, Persakina, is a cornerback. Brad Larson, number 20, is a cornerback. Jim DeBose is a safety. Looks like a blitz coming. No. Looks like a fumble. Schmitz couldn't get the handle on him, but let's see what he... Let's see who held on.
Schmidt recovered his fumble, was tackled by number 89, Ryan Harrington.
So the ball goes over. That was 4th down.
4th and 11.
I'm sorry, the ball does not go over. It's 4th and 11. North Torrance will either have to kick the ball or try to gain 11 yards for a first down. Schmitz goes back. Either he's going to punt or he's in the shotgun. We'll find out when things happen here. Gordine, number 3, is back to receive a kick, and there's a timeout on the field. Torrance takes timeout to try to determine what they're going to do here. The last time Torrance tried to make a first down on rather than punt and put the quarterback back into shotgun, it was snapped over his head, ended up with a touchdown on a recovery by Chris Artino. And they were just about the same field position. Panthers are huddling in 2 different huddles. Saxons now have their play called. Dan Maloney is back to receive the punt, number 32, back near midfield. Punt formation. It's kicked. They got it away. They're going to let it roll. The Panthers going to let the ball roll near midfield. Actually stops dead at the 48-yard line, and there's a flag. There's a flag, and I don't know who did what, but somebody did something.
Smith's punt rolls dead on the 49. Flag on the play.
Maybe there was a block after the play was stopped by Torrance. There's a discussion as to what this play is going to be, what the penalty is going to be. 2.5 minutes remaining in the football game.
Personal foul called against the Saxons.
It is a personal foul against the Saxons for what we would call in my nomenclature a late block. Late hit. These guys are anxious out there. They're a little frustrated.
Penalty is refused. The Panthers will take over.
Penalty refused. Panthers take over 1st and 10. The tight end on the near side is Jimmy Kroll, number 87. Mike Adelicon is the tailback. And they give it, no, it's a pass. He's got a man wide open. Trying to get it to number 87, James Kroll, but it was broken up.
Pass was intended for number 87, Jim Kroll. Broken up nicely by number
Excellent
3,
coverage.
Dooley.
Now you might think, you wonder why Kimbrell is throwing here with 2:25 remaining and leading 40-0, but he's trying to let Garrett Smith get some experience. They give it to the up back. That's DeBose, number 40. DeBose moves the ball for about 8 yards. I'm sorry, that was Adam Miller, number 6, the fullback with the football that time. And I'm sorry, I'll change my mind again. It was DeBose, number 40.
Jim throws. Pick up of 8 yards on the play.
3rd and 2. Adelicon's the deep back.
Off the 42.
And they give it, they keep it. Garrett Smith cuts inside to pick up the first down, and he's got the first down. Hit and hit hard. Down at the 35. 1:31 remaining on the offense. Number 64, Mike Morse, comes into the lineup. He's a guard. Number 76 comes in on the offense. We don't know his who that is because
ball marked just over the
let's see, we do not have
35-yard line, first and 10.
76 for the Panthers on our scorecard, on our roster. But Adelicon's the deep back, first and 10. Smith pitches to Adelicon, cuts inside, he gets 5-6 yards behind a block from DeBose, number 40. So it's 1:05 remaining in the football game. 76. Here come the Panthers with 47 seconds remaining. Adelicon is the deep back. Smith under center, and he's keeping the ball. Cutting inside, picks up 3-4 yards, not enough for a first down. Looks like he'll be about 2 yards short with 33 seconds left. No, they're calling it first and 10, so the clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. First and 10 at the 24-yard line. Here comes Doug Hawk, number 84, into the lineup on the offense. Jimmy Kroll on the right side. Seth Smith on the right side of the line. Smith gives it to the up back, DeBose. He's running sideways. He might have made 2 or 3 yards. He's down with 8 seconds, and the clock is going to wind down without another play being called. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's the final score. That's the final play. The Panthers walk off the field with a final score. Peninsula Panthers 40 and the Saxons from North High 0. I guess you get tired of us saying it, but it's another typical Panther team. They start out slow, they make some mistakes. The Saxons outplayed them the first quarter, without a doubt, but they stopped the Saxons from scoring. Panthers got another score. They got the first score, and they led 14-0 at halftime. And at the final third and fourth quarters, just wore the Saxons down with a final score of 40-0.
All right, down on the field, North Torrance here, 40-0. Big night for Peninsula, and 21-0, and it looked like North had a little bit of momentum going, Walter. Suddenly you came up with what I thought was a big fumble recovery that really stopped the momentum and put the game out of reach as far as Peninsula was concerned.
Yeah, they had a bad snap, and it was too bad for them because, you know, they had a momentum going on. But, you know, our defense has been pretty tight lately. You know, been stopping, like, you know, touchdowns for, like, what, 9 points average so far. So our defense is pretty tight so far.
Yeah, you're not giving up very much on defense at all.
No, not at all. No. Defense is, I mean, no one's been giving us any, like, publicity about it, but, I mean, our defense is really good.
Well, 6 points in the last, I believe, 5 games?
5 games, yeah.
It's absolutely incredible what you fellows are doing out there on defense.
Yeah, it is.
You're playing tough football.
Yeah, we have a lot of rotations, you know. Everybody's rotating, so everybody's fresh, everybody's healthy. But the other hand is that you don't get to play offense.
From your linebacker spot, you're seeing an awful lot. You're seeing, you know, the runs in the middle. You're seeing options. They're throwing everything at you this year.
Yeah, they are, because, I mean, they see me last year on films, and they're like, want to screw me up, I guess. But
it's not working.
They can't.
Okay, on the other side, tight end. Bob Trujillo, you are primarily a blocking end.
Yeah, I am.
And you're making things happen on your side. We're very impressed with not only what Gordine's doing, but the other backs as well. They're coming behind your blocks and just making incredible yardage, both short and long.
Yeah, that left side line, I got a big guy right next to me, and we're doing a really good job double-teaming the guy on the inside, so it's really effective.
And I think that's the key word. It's the teamwork.
Yeah,
you and the tackle together.
Not just one person, the whole team here.
That's something that,
we're all in together.
That's something it takes, what, a lot of practice?
Yeah, a lot of practice.
You work on that every day?
A lot of practice and a lot of hard work.
You're going both ways. You're playing some defense.
Yeah.
Which do you like better?
I like defense a lot better.
Do you?
Celebrity guy, yeah.
Next week, I know that you're enjoying the victory that you just had, but a lot of people are saying it's the Hawthorne game.
Yeah,
what are your thoughts?
It'll be a good game, but it all comes down to concentration, focus, and who's willing to put out all 48 minutes, you know, because I saw them play water day and they were slacking. They were slacking. I mean, so if we get a big lead on them, they're going to be slacking. So, and plus we're playing on our turf.
You played against them last year.
Yeah.
Bob, you played against them last year. You know that the Hawthorne game, it's always a tough game.
Oh, yeah.
Do you expect anything different this year?
I mean, this year from the Hawthorne team?
From Hawthorne. Any surprises?
I expect a much more well-prepared team, and they're gonna be ready to play next week. So it's gonna be a real tough game, really close.
You know, you were playing against a team tonight that had a pretty big front line. We counted 4 people, 300 pounds or more. Yeah. And I have to ask both of you, what was it like playing across from them on that line?
Playing right across from a wall, man.
Right across from a wall?
Slow. They're slow. When you hit over 250, you gotta be slow. And they were slow. They had no meat on them. Like our guys, we had meat. You know, but they're fat. It's fat.
Okay. Good luck to you guys next week. I know it's a big game, and the season is not over by a long shot. There's still a lot of games left. We take them one at a time. But Hawthorne is always the game that seems to be the big one during the year. Any last thoughts before you play Hawthorne?
I just have to say thanks to Ryan Harrington for recovering that fumble for me and saving my butt.
Okay. Bob Trujillo, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck in the rest of the season. Walter Sy, hit them hard.
Thanks.
Okay. We want to talk to Coach Tony Uraburo. Tony. All right, here's one of the defensive coaches, Coach Tony Uraburo. And I have to say, Tony, first of all, this was your home field. How's it feel to be back?
It feels kind of strange standing on the other side. Feels good getting a win. Didn't get too many of those here last year, but you know, as usual, we played hard and got after them pretty good. Our players responded as usual.
You know, it's amazing. We're watching this defense that you and Coach Small have put together, and it's what I think in 5 games now that nobody scored on you. 6 games you've had, or 6 points.
We've given up 19 points in 6 games.
19 points in 6 games. Are you doing anything unique? Anything that's special with this defense?
You know, I wish I could say that it's just some genius defense that we thought up, but it's not. I mean, we just play sound, basic defense like we've always done, and the players are just executing it, and they're doing great.
Some people say that the legend helps, and that the tighter you get on defense or offense, for that matter, the more people are afraid of you. Is that a part of it, do you think?
Well, I think Peninsula's always had a reputation of being a very good defensive team, and that certainly hasn't changed this year. I mean, teams, I think, are intimidated by our defense, and when you play like we did tonight and we have the last few weeks, you know, there's a reason for that.
North came out with what I would suspect surprised most people with the option tonight.
Well, you know what? Jim and I both said to each other at halftime, you know, we both thought about that during the week, and we didn't work on it as much as we probably should have. You know, little number 3 is a good option quarterback. We probably should have worked on it more, but we made a couple of adjustments, and, you know, everything worked out okay for us.
That's the thing that impressed us the most. We were mentioning this early in the game, that we were confident that as they came out with the option, they looked really good on that first drive.
Yeah, they did.
That you would adjust to it. Yeah, week in, week out, you adjust to the spread, you adjust to the shotgun, and we thought, well, they'll adjust to the option. You've seen it on offense.
I think teams come in, for some reason, they think that they're going to be overmatched, so they got to try and trick us somehow, and that's what they did tonight. And we were patient. They got a few yards in that first drive, but, you know, we came back, and we did what we needed to do, and we played well after that.
Yeah, and to your credit, you beat a team that I thought was much better than that score is going to reflect.
Oh, they played well. They're not a bad team at all.
Coach Tony Uraburo, thank you very much. Good luck to you in Hawthorne next week.
Thanks, appreciate that.
All right, 40-0, another big win for Peninsula. Back upstairs to you, Lowell Graham.
Thank you, Bob, for that on-the-field interview. We want to thank you for watching this football game. And on behalf of our producer and videographer, Greg Perkins, our commentator and color man, Bob Evans, the field camera operator, Dan Lindley, this is Lowell Graham doing the play-by-play. Thanking you for enjoying this game with us, and we look forward to seeing you next Monday night at 8 o'clock. So good evening.